Cool. So I've just got through some development for Triangular Arbitrage using Polygon and to be more specific, QuickSwap. And that was due to request. People have written into me saying, hey, since doing the Triangular Arbitrage course, I've had success on Polygon. And just I think people are really taking the knowledge and then learning stuff and going to other blockchains. And it makes complete sense to go to Polygon to, go and try and find some Triangular Arbitrage opportunities. But what I want to say in this video up front is I've been kind of disappointed with what I've seen come out of Polygon in terms of the scanning I've done. So on Arbidex, I've just added QuickSwap, right? This has been a long time coming. I wanted to get the courses done first. You know that I'm big on statistical arbitrage. I've been talking about that a lot. I wanted to get that course out. So I just came to do the QuickSwap piece for Triangular Arbitrage with Polygon. Now, so far, PancakeSwap has still been the most promising. And, a lot of people actually are like, this tool's amazing. Thank you so much. I've made money on it. You can even see on one of the recent videos for PancakeSwap. And by the way, I know you're probably watching this video. Well done on, making some profitable trades. What I do want to highlight is that a lot of people will leave this tool when it comes to Arbidex feeling very disappointed. And the reason for that is look at QuickSwap, right? I'm just going to go start from the bottom and I'm just going to select a few of these. So these are all potential arbitrage, triangular arbitrages that using the mid price on Polygon have been indicated as potential arbitrage triangular pairs to trade. And you can see that this is now trading them over here and telling you with the depth. So once it goes into the depth, how much money you're making. You're not making any money. And I thought, is this a problem with the tool? Surely it can't be this bad. Polygon, by the way, I had to really limit the amount of opportunities that were coming up. There were just so many coming up. And so what I'm seeing with Polygon is, and you might disagree because I know a lot of you have done the course, so you know how to code this stuff yourself. Maybe maybe you're seeing something different. Let me know. But I'm not seeing anything great here. And in fact, here's an example where I did USDC to WMATIC. And this is just, testing the price. I didn't trade this because it would have lost money. And then to par. And then, from par back to USDC. And the price impact already is 30%. So, there might be a lack of trading fees or gas fees, etc., because you're going through Polygon and you're using QuickSwap. But from what I can tell, it's really not profitable at all. So, I'm in two minds whether to leave QuickSwap up here because truthfully speaking, PancakeSwap seems to be the best. The other thing I need to say is please don't go and trade arbitrage with this tool. Like I do this out of interest. I do this because it's something I love doing. I love finding gaps in the market. And I do put on the site, this is for education because, some people, they do use this and they go and make money. You've even seen it in the comments. But other people don't, and they have bad luck or they've lost money. And I just don't want a tool. I don't want anybody who doesn't know what they're doing or is not very experienced with this stuff trading it. Just don't. So, I know it's a bit of a deflating, disappointing video, and feel free to give it a thumbs down. I'm okay with that. But I think it's very important to be transparent that, the triangular arbitrage, if you want to make money in arbitrage, you have to kind of do either what's hard or you have to look where most people are not looking. What I think is happening is with Polygon, probably because I've done a whole course showing people how to do triangular arbitrage. I mean, what do you expect, right? So if you're not sure what I mean, if you go here to the training tab, there's this course here on triangular arbitrage, right? So members of the platform, they get this course for free and they learn how to code in Python and they learn how to calculate triangular arbitrage and apply it anywhere, whether it's a centralized exchange or not. And so I'm actually really proud of the people who have learned to do this. And I know a lot of you watching this video, are that person. You've actually figured this out. And I feel really good about that. But what I don't want to do is, because I know people are going to see the platform, they're going to see, QuickSwap. You're going to be disappointed with QuickSwap. I'm not seeing anything. Like if I go to PancakeSwap, even though I'm trading only $1 levels here pretty much, most of the time something will come up. Right, so here we go. The first two have come up as potentials. That's only with $1. Obviously, if I go and put in some depth, like $10, $100, $1,000, usually it's not going to still be there, right? Like here, at $10, it loses 5% nearly. Okay, so that's what this tool is doing. But it's still a lot better. The results are still a lot better for PancakeSwap than what I'm seeing for QuickSwap. And it's time consuming to go through QuickSwap as well, especially. There's a lot that came up. In fact, I had to limit them. So, where do we go from here in terms of triangular arbitrage on DEXs? How do we go and improve this stuff further? And, I had some ideas on this. Couple things. The first thing is speed is tricky here because, somebody wrote into me and they're like, oh, the website's slow today. It's actually not the website. When you see this slowing down, it's not the website. It's the blockchain. It's tricky because, it's making calls to the blockchain and it's taking time for those calls to get fulfilled and to come back. But what you'll notice here is when I do multiple calls at the same time, to the blockchain, they can actually run concurrently. And so, part of where I think we can get an edge, and I don't mind talking openly about this because, we are a small channel. At least I like to feel like we're a small channel. We're a small team here. And, we share this kind of information. Where I think there's an edge here is concurrency. And if you've programmed in Go, the Golang or the Go language, sorry, that's probably a really good place to start. I know Python, like Fast API, you can, JavaScript as well, you can make multiple calls at the same time. You can dramatically speed up checking the depth in the blockchain. So I think, some of the development I'll be doing, not immediately right now, because there's things that I feel are more valuable for you on the platform that I need to get done first. But, where to go from here, I think, is to develop, let's just call it an army of scripts that interrogate potential opportunities, check the depth, but to do it within like a 2-minute time frame. And, I've looked at doing this, and in reality, it costs money, right? Because you're using a lot of CPU. You're running this in the cloud because it's got to run every minute. It's not reliable to do it, say, on my laptop, because if I turned that off, you would have no opportunities. So, I have to pay for the stuff to run in the cloud, which I have no problem doing. But I think that, what needs to happen first is the strategy needs to be clear. And so one of the ways that I'm looking to really gain an edge here to make, crypto wizards, like in terms of this kind of tooling, over the next year, the goal is to make this like next level in terms of execution. Because right now, this has all been focused around finding potential opportunities and stuff. But I feel that not only are the people who have followed this channel and who follow this channel, but also other channels more skilled. But I also feel as though I've evolved. Myself as a developer, Crypto Wizards has actually really helped me to evolve and to become a lot better at the development side. And so one of the things I'm considering doing is actually developing in Rust, because Rust is very fast. C++ is equally very fast, but I don't feel like I'm experienced enough to develop and manage the memory and all of that, because if that goes wrong, then you guys or anyone, including me, who are using the platform, suffer. So I want something like, like the platform's built now. I want something that's really robust on the back end. And so I'm considering using Rust to basically set up like an army of scripts that attack and vet, just vet triangular arbitrage opportunities. But what I want to say, to close off here is two things. One, I'm going to leave QuickSwap up for now anyway. I don't see the harm in it. I know that there's traders who use this platform for all sorts of different reasons, and sometimes for reasons I didn't even expect. Some people will use a tool like this and they'll go, oh, this is interesting. I'm seeing a lot coming up for WMatic, or, for example, if I put in something like IGG, I'm actually seeing, look, 3 opportunities coming up for IGG. What's going on for IGG? So, it can be used as a signal type situation anyway. So I will leave this up for now. It might be useful for you. I'll leave QuickSwap there. But I think, what was important is just to talk about where should we take this next, right? And I really do think that focusing on the execution side is very important. And I do think that doing a course on how to do execution directly on the blockchain, which I know people have asked for, is also very important. What I'd like to do on the course front is, just looking at this, we've got triangular arbitrage. What I'm thinking of doing here is we've done the triangular arbitrage. This is how to find the strategies. So if any of you are like on Arbidex and you're like, wow, how do they find all these opportunities? Well, it's all in this course, like literally. It's all in this course. Like we teach it for not only centralized Poloniex, but also Uniswap. And by the way, QuickSwap uses the same SDK as Uniswap, uses the same one, bar a couple things that I had to, bash my head on to try to figure out. But other than that, it uses the same SDK. So it's in this course. The next course is statistical arbitrage. Out of all the tools, statistical arbitrage is by far my favorite. For me personally, I know some of you disagree. I know a lot of people, despite me saying don't sign up for Arbidex, do and get something out of it. And even such as recently in the comments, I was so pleased to see somebody actually used it and got some good results. What makes sense to do next is to have like machine learning, because a lot of people are also using machine learning, as am I. Because a lot of these tools, for example, statistical arbitrage, you can actually use those results and put them through machine learning. The back testing has been upgraded a lot too. So that has become really powerful and really fast. And so what makes sense to me to do next is to get the machine learning course done, because then we have the trifecta. Anyone who's on this platform who wants to know how to do this stuff themselves, which I do think it's worth learning, can then go through any one of the 3 courses and learn what they need to learn. But then after doing that machine learning course, I think what makes sense is to really go fully into execution on blockchain. I think that the material out there leaves something to be desired. I'm somebody I'm a slow learner. I'm very committed when I'm learning. So I am a dog with a bone, like I know a lot of you are. But I'm a slow learner. And so, my goal is always to try to develop the courses that I wish I had had in going through this. So that'll probably be the 4th one that'll come out at that point. So a lot of waffling on my side here. I just wanted to give a reality check around what I'm seeing on triangular arbitrage for QuickSwap. You might be finding it different. If you're having a lot more success and you think I'm getting something wrong, please put it in the comments. And then just a final, I'm really enjoying seeing how this platform is growing in terms of not just the tooling, but the people that are getting use out of it. I just wanted to say thank you to the gentleman, I'm not going to mention his name, for writing such a positive comment and a positive email to me. I'm so glad that the tool is saving you a lot of time. That is exactly what I built it for me. It saves me a lot of time. I still do the coding, but I'll also use the platform because it saves me a lot of time. And for all the people on the channel who subscribe to Crypto Wizards just to support the channel, guys and girls, just thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. I'm absolutely loving the journey. It gives me a lot of steam to keep improving. And there's a lot of good stuff on the way as well, which I think you're really going to like. So I'm sorry that this one's a bit deflating, but at least it's here. If you do want to use the information for QuickSwap, you can. I think I've waffled a bit too much on this video, so take care, and I'll see you in the next one.